Hello everybody, I have my project share video for the month of September to get through. Now August was my first time doing a monthly wrap-up video and it actually encouraged me to do a lot more stuff this month. You can see I've got quite the stack here. So I enjoyed having the motivation to do that, and if you guys enjoy this video and you like this monthly wrap-up, then go ahead and give me a like and leave me a comment so that I know that you want to keep seeing these. I'm going to start with some non-paper craft things because paper craft is my first love, but I do other crafting things. And this month I finished my little crocheted kitten guy that I've been working on since the beginning of the pandemic. I got this Crochet Kittens. This book came in a kit with the yarn and instructions for lots of kittens. And I will put a link to everything I talk about in the show notes. So if you're not sure about something, leave me a comment. If you can't find the link, let me know. But I will link up as much stuff as I can think of and remember. So I'm not an expert crocheter. This is the first time I've done anything like this. I've done a few hats and scarves and things like that. So this is the first kind of complex project I've done. It was really fun. I've actually started another kitten. So hopefully it won't take me quite as long to finish. And maybe I'll even be able to show it off in next month's wrap-up video. So if you're interested in crochet, this was an easy book, a little kit to get started with. I'm not a big fan of the colors, but you can learn and then, pass it on to somebody who would enjoy that. So that was that. In October, I participate in 2 different projects that are daily activity projects. One of them is called Inktober, and again, I will have links. It is a drawing challenge. Now, I'm not a great drawer. You can see this is kind of my skill level, but I'm learning, and I've been doing this challenge for a couple of years, and so they put out a list of prompts for every day ahead of time. So that's good for me because I can kind of wrap my brain around things. And so I set up my sketchbook for next month, and I'll just go ahead and show you a little bit of what I've done in the past. So this was from 2017 and their list of prompts, and these are a few of the drawings that I got through. Now you can see some of my drawings are kind of on the amateur side because I am amateur, but some of my drawings are definitely better. I am very proud of this one. The difference between these two is this one I tried drawing from my imagination, and this one I drew from looking at an image online. And what I do when I look at the image is that I visually break down the image into grids of squares. And then it's like that old technique they teach you in school as a kid. I try to copy each square down in pencil because I make a lot of mistakes, and then I can erase and adjust and redo. And then once I'm satisfied with the pencil, I go in and ink it. And so that's how I approach this project. Now you can see sometimes, even with the pencil and efforts, it's not the greatest thing in the world. But I'm learning, and you can too. If you want to up your drawing skills, go check out Inktober. And let's see if I've got some other things from previous years. Now, you notice this is day 20. I've never gotten through a whole month of drawing because, let me talk about the next challenge that I do in October, is a challenge called Load or Lay Out a Day. And if you don't know what that is, links down below. Load is hosted by scraphappy.org. It's a membership scrapbooking group that I'm a part of. I love it there. They have lots of monthly activities going on. They have classes that are teaching things like stamping or tool techniques, things like that. So there's lots of stuff going on. They offer some freebie classes. So check out scraphappy.org and you can find out what's free and what's members only. The Load project is a little bit of both. In October, it's members only, so if you want to get in on this activity, you'd have to join a membership. But our next one that's open to the public is in February, and then there's another one in May, and then there's a 1-week one in the summer. So what they do is a whole month of scrapbooking, one layout every single day. And they give you 2 prompts a day to work from. Now, you don't have to use the prompts, but there's a story prompt and a technique prompt. And if you're trying to get through some things, that can spark some ideas to help you get stories told. So I highly recommend the Load projects. And even if you don't want to sign up for the membership, you can keep it on your radar for February. So because I do those 2 projects in October, my videos will be just 1 a week for the month of October. And that's kind of typical to what I've been aiming for. August was busier because I had some extra stuff going on. So in October, it will be back to the once a week. Let's move on to other paper crafty goodies that I did this month. These, I was just playing with some Lawn Fawn products that I've had on hand for a while, and I kind of felt intimidating breaking out and learning how to use. And there's definitely a learning curve, but it's not extraordinarily hard. This one's called the Reveal Wheel, and so it gives you this little window, and you can change up images or words through the windows and make these cute little interactive cards. Now I have a set of twin boys that these are going to, and so I played with those. And this is a Concorda 9th stamp, and then I think everything else is Lawn Fawn stamps and products. Now I know in here somewhere, there it is. This is another combo of Concorda 9th stamp with Lawn Fawn products with an interactive element, and this one is called the Magic Iris. And what you can see is that this interactive bit here, now mine isn't, there we go, that got it to close all the way. My skill level of getting these things to line up was a little off, so like I said, there is some learning curve there, but these are really fun. So this is going to sister of the twin boys because they're all born in October. Next up, I have my Scrapbooking Cards Today Sampler Kit, or SCT Sampler Kit. I did have a video showing the unboxing and a project with that, but these are some of the other cards that I made with that kit. I have a lot of birthdays in October, so these are mostly birthday cards. So birthday, masculine birthday, another feminine birthday, simple masculine birthday. So if you want to see more about what's in that kit or the other project I made, links down below. So I will set these aside and let's move on to layouts. Now, this was a YouTube hop that I participated in called What Does School Look Like for You? And I actually got a lot of new subscribers from that hop. So if you're here from that, thank you for subscribing. So I've already shown a process video on this one, so we'll just move past that. And again, links below. And then I was invited to be a guest designer for the Counterfeit Kit Club this month. And what that project is that you shop your stash based on some inspiration and build your own kit and then put it to use throughout the month. And they give you prompts and things along the way to help you use up your stash. So these were some projects I made for that. And if you want to see my whole kit build, link down below. So this prompt was to use a grid. So I got that one out, and this is a little bit of our current life of social distancing, and that is my daughter Paige. And then this one, we actually went camping recently. And so this was a Tic Tac Toe challenge where you had to pick off of the row or column or diagonal of items and use them all up. So I believe animals was one of the things, leaves or nature items was one of the things. I don't quite remember all, but I do have a process video on this one, so that will explain more if you want to know more about that one. So then with my kit, I just went off on my own and made a whole bunch of projects. There have been a lot of inspiration layouts that I've seen online lately featuring lots of angles. So I definitely wanted to get some angles going because that was inspiring me. I actually am planning on more angle layouts next month, so come back for that. And this is more of our social distancing life where we drove around a wildlife refuge on their car tour, and we did some bird watching. This was another grid because I really had fun with the grids, and so I've got this one of Halloween time from last year. Now I do have some faces covered because I like to get people's permission before I put them on YouTube, so they are covered up there. But this background cardstock actually has embossed words on it. That gets it a little bit. And so when I built my grid, I specifically built my grid knowing that I would want specific words to be highlighted, and I did that with ink and pen work, and I knew I was going to build this one into my title block, so I left that one even bigger. So that is how I approached this page. Now this one is of my daughter Paige, and this was from her summer camp from last year. Her summer camp. Yes, it was a summer theater camp from last year. There we go. And what I like about this page is that part of my kit was my We Are Memory Keepers foil quill, which I actually won in a Christmas raffle last year. And so I put that to good use. Now the We Are Memory Keepers quill, they have a set that works in electronic cutting machines, and they have a set that works by hand. I have the set that works in the electronic cutting machines, and I do have an electronic cutter, but I used it by hand, and that is possible. And I do have a video that has a tip on some tips on how to do that, and so if I remember, I will link that video below also, so that you can learn how to just buy one tool and make it work across multiple platforms. And so I really had fun playing. Let's see, is it showing up, playing with this gold foiling just on the edges of my papers this month. And I'm going to take off my little smiley faces because I might need those again. So this was part of a Scrapbooking Cards Today magazine challenge, and they'd put out a challenge, I think that was last week, and you could mail your pictures of your layouts in and possibly win prizes. So I didn't win any prizes, but I did get some layouts done, so that is a good thing. In my kit, I had a lot of critter stamps, and you could see that from my camping page too. So I put those to good use because this is talking about all the wildfires, and we've had a lot of smoky skies. And so this is our town, has a waterfront area. And these are not my photos, I would like to say. These were captured off the internet. So I don't have a proper photo credit. I apologize for that. But I'm not making any money off of this. So I'm thinking it's okay. So that was that one. This one was another challenge from the Scrapbooking Cards Today magazine, and I'm a little proud because they actually spotlighted this layout on their blog, and so that was really fun to see. And it was kind of funny because this is not my typical style. This very bold, bright in-your-face color is not my style. And so when they spotlighted it, I found that kind of amusing because I kept thinking, this feels a little too much. So you never know what people are going to like, and that's why I like to play and experiment and try different things. So yeah, that was fun. Okay, we are moving on to my Chamel Best of Both Worlds kit video, and if you don't know what that is, I will link you up to my kit build, which explains that project. But this is another kit that I build from supplies I have on hand, or sometimes I'll buy a thing or two here and there. I need to make more smiley face covers because I didn't have enough to cover all these lovely faces. This was a really fun page to do because I got out some stenciling. I used these jumbo see-through plastic alphabet, and it was really hard to come up with a title because there's only one of each letter in the alphabet, and I had to find 2 words that didn't duplicate any vowels. So that was a fun challenge. So that is that one. Next up, I have a winter dance layout from last February, this past February. It's been a long year, people. Have you realized how long of a year it's been? Okay, so this was just from this past February, and I played with a lot of cut-aparts in this kit, so that's what that one is all about. This one, I had again, my Scrap Happy membership group offers sketches and challenges, and one of the challenges this month was circles. So I made lots of beautiful circles from this theater event that my youngest, that's Fiona, she's 13 right now, so she was 12 in that picture, yes. So that is lots of fun circles. This was Paige, who turned 18 again in February. She managed to have her birthday before the world shut down, so that was nice. And this was just some birthday photos we took at home. Okay, next up from the same kit is my daughter Paige and my son, who does not like to be on social media, so he gets covered up. And I played with rainbows and more cut-aparts, so that was very fun. More bright colors, but this is kind of more along my style here, so that was nice. So this brings us to the Hip Kit selection of projects, and this one I did this project with my unboxing video, so if you want to check out more on that one, you can go see that one. This one was from a library activity that my daughter, my youngest, went to summer of 2019. The library hosts a whole bunch of summer activities for the kids, and we were all over town, which is why I chose this kind of town print, and doing all kinds of activities. And I used, because these photos are kind of busy, I used these little frames. This was a cut apart paper to help highlight areas of the photos. And so that is something I think I'm going to be doing more of, because I'm an everyday candid scrapbooker, so hardly any of my pictures are posed. Now you might see, you know, special events where I have posed pictures, but most of my pictures are candid photos, and so they're not always the greatest photos, but that's okay, because I am wanting to tell the memories and capture the stories behind our lives, and that is why I scrapbook. Yes, I love beautiful photos, and I will have some of those, but I'm hoping that from my channel you guys get a real taste of, I'm just a mom who's scrapbooking my life. I haven't done a lot of my own pages lately, but my kids' lives, my life, and the imperfections that come along with it, which includes these photos that are harder to tell what's going on. But I try to come up with tips to kind of make the design work also, and that's what I enjoy about scrapbooking. So those are my projects for this month. Like I said, October is going to have about 5 videos. I will have, again, the Hip Kit Club, the SCT Sampler Kit. I'm going to be doing Chamel's Best of Both Worlds again. I will be doing the Counterfeit Kit Challenge again, and then I will have a 5th video, as yet to be determined. So stay tuned and come back, and thank you guys for watching. I really like to share ideas and tips and tricks, and I get inspired by things that I find out on the internet, and that's what I'm hoping that you guys will get here too. So thank you for watching, and I will see you next month. I really appreciate you watching. If you got something helpful out of this video, please do give it a like. That helps my channel. And if you want to catch my future videos, please subscribe.